What's going on, everyone, and welcome back into some more Anno 1800. Okay, so what is this little island right here called Tokyo? Well, if you have not been following over on twitch.tv/TakaraZuka, we built a whole new city the other day on stream. This is the city of Tokyo, and it is one giant investor skyscraper city. Still some work in progress. We're only up to tier 4 right now. Still want to get a bit more, and just like Tokyo, it is just going to be massive skyscrapers everywhere. It's going to be so much fun. I have been working on it off stream, of course, just you know, because I've been waiting for steel beams mostly. Lots and lots of steel beams needed to finish upgrading everything, but we're having some logistics problems here. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Now, this island is being supported by Bruno Ironbright Clipped Bicycle Factories. I decided I wanted to do it that way, just to show, you know, a small or a medium-sized island and how many investors you can fit on it. Right now, we've got about 51,000-ish. Obviously, I could get a whole lot more on here as I upgrade stuff, but we're running out of goods. We go and we take a look. I've got a... Where's he at? There he is. So this guy right here is kind of showing where all of my... let me keep track of my goods and stuff right here and what's happening. If we take a look, we are actually out of coffee completely. We're absolutely out of coffee. So I have a storage capacity of 1,100. That's my current storage capacity. And I'm importing about, you know, 1,000 roughly. I could go ahead and bump this up all the way to 1,100 because he is on his way. All right, so we go ahead and increase all of that right there. We'll take a look and see. So I am importing some steam carriages, caoutchouc for the bicycle factories, canned food, fur coats, light bulbs, champagne, basically all of the goods for investors and engineers. We do have some engineers on this island, not many, a very small population of 2,700, and it's mostly just because these guys right here don't have power to them. But that's okay with me. I can use them as kind of my tapering off. So it's not just high rises all the way to the edge. Let them taper off a little bit right around towards the end of the islands in a couple of spots right there. And I think that would look pretty cool. But yeah, so we are kind of running out of a few things. I believe, where is he at? Is he? There he is. So he'll be done in 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is real quick, we'll just take a look at this island while we wait for him to leave in 5 minutes. And we'll take a look and see what all we're actually needing and what he has supplied to us. So this island is actually really cool. Lots of pink trees everywhere. Just a lot of cherry trees, a lot of cherry orchards. I felt that was very appropriate for an island named Tokyo. I thought it looked really cool. Just made it really colorful and everything. So I think I want to do this on more islands. I love the idea of these cherry trees everywhere. We do have a few cultural sets. We got a Thule Relics giving us a plus 20% bonus. Gods of the Delta over here at this museum. We have one of each, basically. A museum, a zoo, and a botanical garden. This guy right here has an extinct species and a taiga forest over here on this one, as well as an Arctic tundra. That's just giving us a little bit of attractiveness from the Arctic tundra. The extinct species is giving us more attractiveness as well, and the taiga forest, of course, is for reduced consumptions. And then at our botanical garden over here, I've got a Sargasso Sea. Again, a little bit of attractiveness. And I may actually replace this one right here. The Sargasso Sea is okay, but I'm not really worried about in visits. And 50 attractiveness is not much. I might change him out for something else. Possibly maybe Sacred or Enchanted. I don't know. Marshland, just for the happiness and the reduced chance of illness. So that's kind of what we've got going on at the moment. We've got 2 hotels. Now, the hotels, of course, are not operating at peak efficiency because of the attractiveness debuff. And that is because I need 3850 attractiveness in order to get them all the way up there. I don't have it, but you know what? I'm not worried about it. I have a Mr. Bertram on this particular hotel giving us extra bonus residents or bonus tourists on there. So that's enough to supply a cafe and a bar that we're going to get up and running here very, very shortly. So from here, what do we need to do? Is he done yet? Yeah, he's done. All right, let's take a look and see what has happened with this. Take a look. He left just now. So he did drop off all 1,100 of the coffee because we are running out of that. As far as everything else, it's looking pretty good. So let's go pop over here and take a look at our consumer goods and see what's going on here. If we scroll on down, all of this stuff is fine. It's fine. We're making tons of penny farthings. So here's the problem. Coffee is at 44 tons of coffee. Now 44 tons, and how often is he coming around? Actually, that would be something I would like to see. It's coming around about every 31 minutes. Okay, about every 31 minutes he's coming around. That means I need 1,364 tons of coffee being dropped off. That means I don't have enough storage space for all of that. So the first thing we're going to have to do is get some more storage going. So that is our first thing. We need at least 2 more depots being constructed over here, and I am kind of running out of space for stuff around here, which is really unfortunate. We have to put a couple over there. That gets us up to 1,300. I really don't like those over there. I'm gonna have to do something different about that. I don't like that. Just put them over here. Now, they're not connected, but, you know, not everything has to be connected. So I could put them there. And then I could add in... I'll need one more. Sure. We can add in one more depot somewhere. Add in a depot right there. That's fine. Okay, so our docklands is kind of crazy looking, but... Okay, so that gives us 1,400. So that's one thing that we can do right there. Now, the next thing is that we are going to have to increase the amount that is being imported overall. And we're going to put this right here up to 1,400. So that will bring in enough coffee to last us until the next shipment. So we got that part taken care of. Now, let's just double check and make sure we're producing enough of everything. 509 divided by 31 is 16.4. We have an overproduction of 26, so they are perfectly fine there. 328 divided by 31 is 10.5, and we're making 17. Everything else I know is going to be A-okay right there as well, so that's good. That lets me know that we are producing enough of everything to sustain all of these imports and exports without too much trouble. So I'm happy with that. That should fix that problem. Now, to kind of help with that, we do want to try to reduce the consumption of the coffee. So I have tossed in a banana surprise right here. The banana surprise reduces coffee, chocolate, and champagne consumptions. And then I was going to do a restaurant right here. And I still might do the restaurant. I don't really need the tourists. They're kind of okay. I was going to do a fish and chips. Because it reduces things that I had all around right here, coffee and all of that. However, I don't have any more. I don't have engineers within the range of this, so that coffee is actually not doing me any good. So instead of that, let's maybe take a look at doing a bar instead. Let's toss a bar in, and let's see what we can do at a bar maybe. A bar is going to reduce all of those. Ah, here we go. This might be kind of nice. A glog. Do a glog right there, and that will help us reduce the consumption of champagne and coffee. And the beer is kind of a whatever, but those two right there are pretty decent. I would actually like to reduce it by that. However, I don't have this unlocked, so I have to do a successful expedition to the Arctic region. So what that means is we need to go out to the map and see if I have any expeditions in the Arctic. Fortunately, does not look like I do. I have a bunch of rescue missions, though none of them are... Oh, no, I do right there. There's an expedition to the Arctic. Okay, so we're going to send a ship off on that. Let's grab this guy right here. We're going to change that over to Winchester. And let's get a few items for that. We'll grab one of her. We'll grab that one because that has a pirate trait. Those are pretty useful to have. And who else would I like to grab? Maybe grab a Drew Durnal for the diplomacy. Yeah, we'll grab him for some diplomacy. That'll work. All right, as far as items, we need crafting and hunting are the two other that are likely. Force is likely, but crafting is almost certain. So we definitely want some of that. So we're going to grab an Ursula Green. That's going to take care of the crafting and the hunting, both at the same time. So that's going to be very, very useful. And then I would like to go under Town Hall items and grab a Saint d'Artois. She will give us faith and medicine, which will be very useful as well. And then under this right here, I'm going to get some... Let's see, what do I want? Let's grab champagne for diplomacy. And one more drink, one more food item possibly would be good. I've already got 30 for medicine. That's not bad. You know what? Let's grab some soap. Soap is always a good one. All right, and let's start that expedition. So that will unlock Glog for us, and that's going to be what we use for that. And this is a good location for both of those right there. I think I'll be happy with it. So let's get the banana surprise going. We need bananas, cinnamon, and goat's milk. So goat's milk comes from Imbessa. I'm gonna pop over here. Oh, that's the Arctic.
I want you there with me.
All right, so we're going to come up here. And I think I already have some trade routes actually doing this stuff. Let me double check here. Yes, I do have one that's doing that. And it's going to several different islands. It's going to Monet and Crown Falls. Let's check all of these and see if I can't add another island in for a banana surprise. So Monet, Crown Falls, Tucapan, and Addis. That's coming from right here. Wait, is that right? Hold up. Where do you have... Oh, a goat's milk is right there. I'm an idiot. Okay, so yes. Addis, Crown Falls, Monet, Tokyo, and Tucapan. Okay. So, bananas... We're making enough bananas to supply that. Goat's milk. That's gaucho. We're also making enough cinnamon to supply it. And then if we look under consumer goods, we are making enough goat's milk too. We are making enough to supply another route with that. So what we want to do is we're going to come back to Cape Trelawney. We're going to add Tokyo into the mix. We're going to do the exact same thing right here. We're going to tell it to pick up 2 things of goat's milk. Ah, crap. Go. Okay. Trelawney. Tokyo. Okay, we're going to tell him to load up the goat's milk. World. Load up some of this, and then load up the bananas. And then we will drop all of that off right down there. And I'm going to tell it to discard the cargo too. All right, perfect. So that trade route right there should be good to go. I think I might change this ship out. Where is he at? Where is Morning Dew at? He is on the map somewhere. He's somewhere doing his little thing. I think we will trade out the Morning Dew for a one of these guys right here for a extravaganza. That way I can put a 3rd item on it. See, has he come into the region? No, he is not yet. Okay. Go get some items on this guy. Alright, so I want one of those. I want one of those. Honestly, I don't even really need that. I just need her. She's already got loading speed and movement speed. I guess it doesn't really matter. What else can I put on there? Just something with speed. Here, I can put one of her on there just for more speed. Something else with speed on it, maybe. There's a movement speed 15%. We got plenty of that. We've already got plenty of cargo slowdown. 10% movement speed. You know what? Why not? Let's put one of her on there. Okay. Slow things down for a second. So that is the tube worm. We are going to change that out for tube worm on that ship. And he will be really, really quick about doing that. We're actually just going to bring this over, and I'm going to drop all this off at Tokyo. Other islands already have plenty of it. I don't need more up here. So that will get the banana surprise going. That'll be useful. And I just heard the sound of our expedition off and running, so I can get that glog unlocked. Need that. I don't even remember what I'm doing. What am I doing? Oh, right. I'm making some books. Making some books for some stuff. Good. All right. The banana sunrise in there. Is that you? That is you. Let's get you a little closer. There you go. We'll send you back up here with the rest of the fleet of ships. Now, let's see what happens. Well, I wonder, can I? Okay, I can, yeah. Upgrade all these guys a little bit further. I really like this model for the warehouses. I don't like the yellowish looking model. Okay, so there that starts. That's gonna get that started. It might take it a few. This is something I never noticed before, and several people were asking if this was a bug. The effect of the reduction from the restaurants and stuff stacks up over time. It's not an instant reduction in consumption, which is kind of weird. It actually takes some time for it to get all the way there. It's a little odd and it's a little confusing. But it will actually take a little time, and then it will get up to the full. Once it reaches 100% right here, basically, after a minute, it will do the full consumption reduction. 89, 90. Then we'll see what our coffee consumption is after this has taken effect. Okay, it's at the full effect now, 10%, 20%, and 5%. It's affecting everybody now, but it's not all the way showing up on these guys just yet. Come on. Oh, wait, no, cancel that. Just don't even cut that part out. All right, so we're at 100% now. Is this at 100%? Not quite. But let's see where it's gotten us so far. We're down to 43. It's only taken off 1 ton per minute, which is kind of sad that it has only done 1 ton per minute. And Tobias will be here in 2 minutes. That is good. Now the problem is Tobias keeps wanting to go over here to this one. He won't come up here to these, which have a slightly higher, like this right here is like 1 ton per minute more. This is such a tight little island right here. That I was not able to fit like a whole lot over there. So it's kind of annoying that he goes down to this one. He does spend a lot of time sitting there. That's still at 7%, so I'm just going to do a quick cut, and I will come back when this is at a full 10, the full reduction of 10%, and we'll see where we're at. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so after what seems like forever, I finally have the full effect right here. 10% coffee, 20% chocolate, and 5% champagne on the residents themselves. It didn't happen when it turned over to 100%. It just took literally forever. And that took me down by 2 tons per minute. It's kind of sad, yeah. Honestly, yeah, it is. It's kind of sad. It only took me down by 2 tons per minute. But we're also still working on our expedition so I can unlock the glog, and then I can decrease it by an additional 10%. So those two right there will help me get it down by just a little bit, but at the same time, I still have more skyscrapers that are going to have to be upgraded. So I'm probably going to run into a situation where I am going to have to do a lot more finagling around with my docklands for the imports and exports and such. It's not going to be as easy as I was hoping it would be. Just not going to be nearly as easy as I was hoping when it comes to the upgrades. And how much coffee I have to have. It's just so much coffee. It's obscene how much coffee you got to have. But no, mostly I literally have been sitting here for like 2 days just upgrading houses. As boring as that sounds, that has been my life. I'm just upgrading homes. Trying to get a decent spread of everything. We are ready for some tier 5s, though. I think I want to get a few tier 5s in. Get some tier 5s in here. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with some tier 5s going on. And I've already got everything supplied. As you can see, a lot of my supply is down here. I've got a biscuits and a typewriters being produced right here. We'll have to check and see what all those tier 5s just did to my supply, though. I am making some more items to help supply things like champagne, and I've been considering it, and I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to come up here to the Arctic, and we're going to make some, right? No, not that. That's not it. Town Hall. Yeah, this thing right here. The don't leave it till later espressonator. I think I'm going to make some of these right here. Reduces the coffee consumption by 30%. I think that's going to help a lot. And I think that would be way more useful than some of the other ones. Like this thing right here. It has an actor in it. I don't need an actor in that anymore. That has an actor and it doesn't need it. But yeah, I'm thinking the coffee consumption reduction stuff is going to be pretty crucial for a lot of this. Let's see what else I might have. Like I'm using her in several of them. And I just don't think she's that useful for me. Champagne is not a big deal. Even taking all that out, we went up to 11 per minute. That's nothing, to be honest with you. It's absolutely nothing. So I think I would see, now we're up to 46 per minute that I have to have. And how often is he coming around? Oh, it kind of got messed up. He was jumping around between stuff. Yeah, he was jumping around between some stuff right there. And that's 1380. It's getting kind of close, but we are going to start trying to reduce the consumption of the coffee. He will be back in 4 minutes. And we still have 600 coffee left, so that's actually pretty good. I think we may actually be able to make it on that. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling confident that we're going to be able to make it on that. 3 per minute on those. I think I need to increase my number of these. I'm only importing 50 at a time. Let's go ahead and upgrade that to 150. That way, those things right there, I don't import many of those. Everything else, I'm fine with sticking at like whatever maximum I want. Steam carriages are so expensive to import that I don't really want to do that. Let's check our mission real quick here. Let's try to arrange a leader with a mutiny. Good deal. I think he's either almost done or one more event. One of the two. It's either he's almost done or it's just one more event and he'll be done. Creating this right here. Take most of it. Upgrade that right there. This is going to be a massive skyscraper island, but it will be a pretty skyscraper island when it's done. Don't you worry. But look at our population. God, look at our population. How much it has ballooned since the last episode that you guys saw. 360,000. We are quickly closing in on 500,000. That is really, really awesome. This island here has 60,000. We just compare that to Crown Falls right here. Crown Falls has 150,000. So Crown Falls has got 150,000, and look how spread out it is. And this compact little island right here has half of that, roughly half that, little more than half. I mean, a little less than half, but we're still not done upgrading. I'm going to have a lot of tier 5s. You guys are probably going to cringe about this island, but I do plan on having quite a few tier 5s on this island right here. Because I think it would look, I just think it'll look neat. Got a few right there. How many tier 5s do I currently have over here? That's actually a good question. Right here, skyscraper. I've only got one tier 5. Oh my god, I need more tier 5s. We need more tier 5s on this island. Sometimes the tier 5s, you can make them look good if you do it right.
A new commission?
It could just take a little while, because tier 5s are kind of ugly if done wrong. I'm thinking this island's going to look kind of cool with a bunch of tier 5s on it. Because it is Tokyo. You know, it is packed. We are packing the people in here like little bitty sardines. And I do have some room if I need. I've got a little space here. I've got a little space over here. Like, just tiny pockets of space, but I don't want to use all of it up because I really like my cherry trees. I really like my cherry trees. I really don't want to have to get rid of them.
An explosion in one of your
Explosions.
New orders?
A fire broke out.
Somewhere is a ship that is transporting a bunch of steel, and I have no idea where he is at. I have no idea where my steel transport is at. But I need more steel for sure to do this project right here. But guys, I think that's where I'm going to leave it off for you today. When we come back, I will have finished Tokyo, and it will be all done and all fully upgraded to where it needs to be, and we'll take a look at it, and then we will be moving on to another project here. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are enjoying Tokyo right here. If you have any suggestions or ideas for anything else for this little island, let me know down below. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.